Welcome back. In previous lectures, we have successfully completed the demo for state storage and then state locking. Okay. So now let's see a little bit of theory about Terraform backends. So these are important points which we need to remember. So that's the reason I have added couple of slides here for our additional understanding about the Terraform backends. Okay. So now let's move on. Each Terraform configuration can specify a backend which defines where and how operations are performed, where state snapshots are stored. That's called the high-level Terraform backend. So where backends are used, where these Terraform backends are used. Backend configuration is used only by Terraform CLI. So what does this only by Terraform CLI mean? So Terraform executions you can also do using Terraform Cloud and then Terraform Enterprise options. Okay, so in addition to Terraform CLI, you also have two other options for running the Terraform configuration files. Okay, one is Terraform Cloud and another one is Terraform Enterprise. Okay, but the backend configuration, whatever you are doing here, okay, so this part of the backend configuration, whatever you are doing, that is exclusively used by Terraform CLI only. So now Terraform Cloud and Terraform Enterprises always use their own state storage. So when performing Terraform run, so they ignore any backend block in the configuration. And for Terraform Cloud users also, it is always recommended to use backend block in Terraform configuration. Okay, so even though you are using the Terraform Cloud to provision your infrastructure using the Terraform configuration files and then Terraform Cloud, still it is recommended to use this backend block inside your respective configurations when you are using Terraform Cloud also. Why? Because there are some commands like Terraform taint, and these commands will not be able to be executed using Terraform Cloud. You need to use Terraform CLI only for that. So with that said, at any point of time in your standard configuration, so the next level of standard configuration is like, or a recommended approach is always use the backend block where your remote state storage is present for in all your configuration projects. Okay, so moving on. So what these backends do? Okay, so there are two things these backends does, which is nothing but one is we will be able to store the state, and second is where operations are performed. Okay, so let's see this in a different view. Okay, so one is store the state and state locking. So both comes under a single part here where state is stored and then state locking automatically enabled with that. Okay, and another one is where operations are performed. Okay, with that said, for Terraform backends you can see the things in a three-directional way. Okay, or three-dimensional way. One is state storage, another one is state locking, and then operations. Okay, operations are nothing but the Terraform commands whatever we execute. Okay, so now let's understand the state storage. So Terraform uses persistent state data to keep track of the resources it manages. So the basic definition of our terraform.tf state file. Okay, so everyone working with a given collection of infrastructure resources must be able to access the same state data. That's the reason we need a shared state storage. And next thing is state locking. State locking is to prevent conflicts and then inconsistencies when the operations are being performed. Okay, so that's about the state locking. Now comes the core thing, which is operations. Okay, operations refers to performing API requests against infrastructure services in order to create, read, update or destroy resources. Okay, on high level, what are operations means? Nothing but your Terraform commands. Okay, Terraform apply, Terraform destroy. Okay, so not every Terraform subcommand performs API operations. Many of them only operate on state data. So there will be some commands which will be performing the operations on your infrastructure to provision the infrastructure, change the infrastructure, modify the infrastructure, and then destroy the infrastructure. Something like this, Terraform apply and destroy. But there will be other commands also like Terraform show state, show list. All these things will be operated on the state files itself. Okay, so that's what it means here. Okay, only two backends actually perform operations. Okay, we already know that Terraform backends can be local and then remote. So both local and remote can perform operations. But local means from your local Terraform apply, Terraform destroy, where your terraform.tf state file is there. And second is remote. Okay, in remote again two types will be there. One is a type like S3 which cannot perform operations. Okay, but a type like Terraform cloud, inside the Terraform cloud you can perform the operations in a detailed manner. So the remote backend can perform API operations remotely using either Terraform cloud or Terraform enterprise. Okay, so if you take the remote backend, you can consider S3 or etc or any other remote backends. Those are just the backends for state storage, and if it supports, it is for state locking. But there are two other backends, okay, which is nothing but Terraform cloud and Terraform enterprise. In remote backend category, Terraform cloud and then Terraform enterprise can even do the operations whatever we are saying, Terraform apply and destroy. So Terraform team is trying to show it in a different way, that regular backends whatever are called AWS S3 or those things only can do state storage and state locking, but our Terraform cloud and Terraform enterprise will be also able to do these operations. That's what this means. Okay, in the next lecture, in the next slide, we are going to see about the backend types. Okay, enhanced backends and then standard backends. Okay, so enhanced backends can both store state and perform operations. There are only two enhanced backends. Okay, one is local and then remote. Local is nothing but your local desktop where terraform.tf state file is with you, and there you will be able to run Terraform apply and Terraform destroy. And in the remote backends, if you see, which can perform operations is Terraform cloud and then Terraform enterprise only. Okay, so those are called enhanced backends. Okay, standard backends are can only store the state and rely on the local backend for performing the operations. Okay, standard backends means, like, let's consider now we have done in our previous demo AWS S3 with the state storage with state locking for DynamoDB. There you are able to store the state and then enable the state locking, but operations you are performing from your local Terraform CLI. So that's what called the standard backends. Okay, enhanced backends are nothing but Terraform cloud and Terraform enterprise. Standard backends are nothing but whatever AWS S3, Azure Resource Manager, Console, etc, GCS, etc, etc. So this is the major difference between enhanced backends and then standard backends. We can also see these things here. Okay, so these all are the standard backends, whatever you are seeing, Artifactory, Azure RM, Console, COS, etc, etc, V3. So all these are standard backends. And in remote backends, means like enhanced backends, you can find one is local and another one is remote. In remote, it will always, means like these enhanced backends will be able to run the following commands from the cloud itself or from the enterprise options itself. Means like it can run Terraform apply, console, destroy, fmt, get, graph, all these it will be able to run from the respective enhanced backend. Okay, so this completes the overall introductory section about the Terraform backends, or a theory section about the Terraform backends. Okay, in our next lecture we'll discuss about the other topic. So I'll see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye bye. Thank you.